Hi everyone. How we doing? All right, we're here. Let me know if you log on. We'll be starting podHot here in just a little bit. Wanted to just get on, let people get on and comment, chat if they like, and go from there. Watching. Cool. Just finished up my 23-minute movement for the morning. Have a practice of doing 10 minutes of, it's about 10 minutes of yoga in the morning, and then an affirmation practice of about 5 minutes. And then about 8 minutes of meditation. So it's a really great way to start the day, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. So I'm doing it every day, Monday through Saturday at 6:30, and then Sunday at 8:15. So hopefully, if that's something you're interested in, catch it. We will start here in I don't know, about 12-15 minutes or so. Just wanted to get people on that wanted to be on, and doing a little chatting, etc. if you want to. Post this to my Facebook as well. Let me know if you plan on joining. So 10 minutes until we start or so. let me know if you're watching. It's always helpful to know who's out there. And this 60-minute practice is, it's pretty vigorous. I think it's a great way to start the day. Just remember, you know, without the heat, it's a little bit different, so go easy on yourself. You know, try to find that edge, but you know, be understanding of where you're at today. That's a big part of this practice, is being able to feel kind of where you're at and being in touch with your breathing and your body. So get started here in just a few minutes. So I have overdone it just a touch this week, and so I don't know that I'll be going into all of the full expression of all the postures. Might be giving some modifications, etc. So just, you know, listen to my cues. For those of you that have done this practice before, you'll know what we're going into. And for those of you that haven't, the modification should be perfect for you. So modifications are always great because it's really about the breath, and that is, you know, I want to talk just a little bit before we start about the standing deep breathing practice. So it's good for the lungs and respiratory system, but it's really even more so than that. It really is setting up our breathing in terms of how deeply we're breathing and where we're breathing into for the rest of our practice. So it's one of the reasons why I really like pranayama breathing, is that it really forces us to breathe in deeply and slowly and into the belly, right? And so instead of just, you know, the normal kind of breath pattern that we have during the day, which may be, you know, it's this long, very intentional breathing pattern. And so I encourage you to really experience that in this first standing deep breathing pranayama breathing practice. We're going to start that here in just a few minutes, so looks like we probably have another 5 minutes or so before we start. So grab some water. Do what you need to before we get started. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. For those of you who don't know, YogaPod Fort Collins has online classes every day right here on Facebook. They're offered for free. If you are compelled to have a membership with them, that would be amazing. They are a small business, locally owned. If you like this yoga practice and you want to share it with others, please do that as well. You're welcome to do that. You can post it to your page, post it to friends' pages. If you know somebody who might benefit from this, we encourage you to do that. We've also got a YouTube channel where all of our classes are stored, and so and then we've also got a members only page if you are a member, and you can request to be on that. So please go do that. We are obviously monitoring the situation, trying to figure out when we can open, and we're going to have some really great online trainings that we're coming up with that are going to be happening pretty soon, and an immersion, all sorts of fun stuff. So there's a lot of activity at YogaPod, even though we might not be open. We're still working hard and doing the yoga. So that's what's most important, is that we want people doing yoga, regardless of what that looks like. So I'm gonna camera just slightly. started here. So that Ujjayi breath is going to be, we're going to start with pranayama, deep breathing. That Ujjayi breath is like a constriction through the throat. And what it allows us to regulate the breath just a little more instead of just, it's a constriction, so it's a very intentional breath, in and out. And so we're going to start with standing deep breathing. Toes and heels can touch. If you need a slight gap in the heels, if that feels better, that's fine. The reason we have our toes and heels touch is it's more difficult to stand with our feet together than it is to stand with our feet apart. This is a much more relaxed way to stand. Standing feet together is very intentional. So we zip up the thighs, feet pressing into the floor, weight slightly into the heels, gaze is forward, shoulders are back, heart is lifted, gazing forward. Interlace all 10 fingers, place them underneath the chin, elbows come together, and then slow inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, elbows start to come together, head comes back. Inhale, chin comes down, elbows lift, stomach sucks in. Exhale, head comes back, elbows forward. Inhale, chin presses into knuckles, knuckles into chin, elbows lift. Exhale, head comes back, elbows forward. Good. Inhale, chin comes down, elbows lift, really increasing the volume of our lungs. Exhale. Back, elbows forward. Good. Inhale. Nice and slow. Exhale. Head comes back. Elbows come forward. Great job. Inhale. Elbows lift. Thighs nice and firm here. Exhale. Head comes back, elbows forward. No back bending. Inhale. Elbows up. Chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin. Exhale. Head comes back. Elbows come forward and meet in front. Good. Inhale, chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin. Big inhale, good. Exhale, head comes back. Elbows meet in front. Good, and just one more. Inhale. Elbows lift, chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin. And then exhale, head comes back. Elbows come forward. Go, arms by your side, find Tadasana, find that stillness, find your breath. So just normal respiration here, in and out through the nose, but be intentional. Inhale, arms overhead, palms touch. And then just tick-tock the arms back and forth. So all 10 fingers are interlaced here. Release the pointer fingers, gazes forward, biceps, frame the ears. Just tick-tock the arms back and forth, right and left, right and left, right and left. Good. And then once, feel nice and loose. Inhale to center. Exhale, fingertips go right, hips go left. Gaze is forward. Pressing into the mat with both feet, weight slightly into the heels. Calves hug to bone, thighs hug to bone. Suck the stomach in. And then biceps frame the ears. Gaze is forward. Reaching to the right with the fingertips, pressing to the left with the hips. From the side, you look very, very, very straight. So there's no forward bending, no backward bending. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest, reaching to the right with the fingertips, pressing to the left with the hips. Find your fullest expression here. And then with an inhale, come on up. Exhale. Inhale, find your tallest self. Exhale, fingertips go left, hips go right. Press both feet into mat. Weight slightly into heels. Suck the stomach in. Legs are engaged and firm. Thighs zipped up together. Gaze is forward. Reaching to the left with the fingertips, pressing with the hips to the right. Just breathe. Chin is lifted, gazing out in front. Reaching to the left with the fingertips, pressing right with the hips. Reach and stretch, reach and stretch. Fullest expression here. And release. Come on up to center. Gaze up at the thumbs. Firmly plant both feet into the mat. Press hips forward. Slowly. Fingertips trace across the ceiling. Back bend here. Gazing back. Look back. Go back. And with an inhale, come on up to center. Exhale. Forward fold. Padahastasana is next. We're going to walk out the legs right and left, right and left. So I'm just lifting heels off of ground. Hips are moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Rounding in. Right and left, right and left, right and left. Good. Feet, hands tuck underneath heels here. Pulling on heels with all 10 fingers. Straighten the legs. Nose nestles in between the knees. And then lift hips. Lift hips. Pull on heels. Lift hips, pull on heels. Relax top of head down. Nose is in between the knees. See if you can straighten the legs just a little bit more. And then release the hands with a flat back and abdomen strength. Come on up. Arms overhead. Arms by your side. Find your stillness. Find that breath. Filling up the abdomen with that breath. Good. Inhale. Arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release the pointer fingers. Reach to the right with the fingertips. Hips go left. Now get weight slightly into the heels here. Biceps pressing into the side of the head. Palms pressing together. Gaze is forward. Now bring fingers back just slightly. There you go. Good. Reach just a little further to the right with the fingertips. Press hips to the left. Find your fullest expression here. And with an inhale, come on up. Exhale. Inhale, find your taller toe. Exhale, fingertips go left, hips go right. Gazing forward, chin is off of chest. Pull biceps and fingertips back just slightly, and then see if you can go just a little deeper. Weight slightly into heels. Chin is off of chest, gaze is forward. Find your fullest expression here. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale, gaze up at the thumbs. Fingertips go back. Hips press forward. Look back. Go back. And with an inhale, come up to center. Exhale. Hinge at the waist. Hands will find the mat. Walk the legs out, right and left, just lifting the heels here, mobilizing the hips. Right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Nice. We're going to U-turn from where we just were, so just warming up the low back here. Slide hands underneath heels, fingertips pointed forward, little pinky fingers touch. Nose nestles in between the knees. Pulling up on heels. Biceps wrap behind the calves. Top of head extends down towards the earth. Lifting hips. Pulling on heels. Excellent. Keep going if you can. Try to straighten the legs. Pulling on heels and pressing heels into fingers at the same time. Lift the hips just a little more, and then release the hands with a flat back and abdomen strength. Come on up, arms overhead, arms by your side. Find that stillness. Breathe into your belly. Good, be intentional about that breath. Okay, right foot steps out about 6 inches or hip width. So look down, big toes should be pointed straight in front. Arms reach out in front. 3-part awkward series is next. All 5 fingers touching on each hand. Hips go back. Sit deeply into your chair. Gaze is forward. Hips are back. It feels like you're going to fall backwards, but you're reaching forward with fingertips at the same time. Sink just a little deeper. And then with an inhale, come all the way up to tiptoes, flexing ankles forward. Slowly slide your back down the imaginary wall behind you. Back is sliding down the wall, ankles pressing forward. Hips don't go any lower than knees. And then just balance on the toes, reaching forward with fingertips, pressing back with hips, gazes forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the heels down. Knees press together like you've got a $100 bill. You don't want to let go. Slowly, let the back slide down that imaginary wall again. This time, heels will lift. Going nice and slow. And then hips hover just above heels. Fingers reaching forward, hips pressing back. If you've got healthy knees, you can bounce a couple times here. And then find stillness. And then count of 10, come out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets left. Find that stillness. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Eagle. Arms overhead, palms touch. Right arm wraps under left. Pull elbows down. Sit deeply into the chair. Right leg wraps over left. And then pull right hip back. Elbows pull down. Hips back. Gazes forward, chin off of chest. Good. Pull the elbows down just a little more. pressing here. This is a compression posture. Inhale, come on up. Arms overhead, palms touch. Left arm under right. Pull elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Left leg over right leg. Pull left hip back. Gazes forward. Sink deeply into the chair. Left hip comes back. Fullest expression here. And then inhale, come all the way up. Arms overhead. Second set. Right arm under left. Pull elbows down. Pull shoulders back. Sit deeply into the chair. Right leg crosses over left. Pull right hip back. Elbows pull down. Gazes forward. Chin is off of chest. Find your breath. Sink the hips just a little deeper. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead, palms touch. Left arm under right. Pull elbows down. Left leg comes over right. Wraps the calf. Pull left hip back. Elbows down. Gazes forward, chin off of chest. Sink just a little deeper. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead, palms touch. Arms by your side. Find stillness. Find that mountain pose. Great time to take a water break. You need a sip of water. Now is the time. All right, standing head to knee is next. Ground down. I want to see what Dandayamana, Dandayarasana. I need that. Left ground down in left leg. Right leg lifts to 90 degrees. Right heel pressing forward, toes rounding back. Right thigh is parallel with the earth here. Shoulders back, gazes forward, chin off of chest. If the left leg is completely straight and you want to move forward, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot. If the left leg is still straight, heel is kicking forward, then lift the right leg. Right leg is completely straight, left leg is completely straight. Elbows come below the calf, gazing forward, heart is forward, chin is forward, energy forward. Left leg completely straight, right leg completely straight. Find your fullest expression here and release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg. Left leg lifts to 90 degrees. Heel pressing forward, toes pressing back. Right leg completely straight. Gazes forward, shoulders are back. If the right leg is completely straight, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the left foot. Heel pressing forward, toes flexing back. If right leg is still completely straight, kick the left leg forward. Left leg completely straight, right leg completely straight. Elbows come below the calf, gazing just above the left toes. Heart forward, energy forward, and release. Left foot finds the earth. Second set is half the time. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts 90 degrees. If the left leg is completely straight, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot. If left leg is completely straight still, kick left heel forward. Left heel is forward, toes flex back, elbows come below the calf. Chin finds the chest, forehead finds the knee. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg. Left leg lifts to 90 degrees. If right leg is completely straight, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the left foot. Kick the left heel forward, toes are back. Elbows come below the calf. Right leg completely straight, left leg completely straight. Chin finds the chest, forehead finds the knee. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Maybe a supported back bend feels good here. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Press hips forward. Elbows energetically come together. Standing bow pulling is next. Right elbow to right hip crease, palm facing the sky. Now hand comes down like you got money in it and you don't want to drop it. Kick right foot into right hand. Left arm lifts. Reach forward with left fingers, kick back with right toes. Gazing just above left fingertips. Left leg is solid and straight, but not locked. Right shoulder spiraling back, heart spiraling towards the sky. Chin and shoulder blade can meet, two shoulders in one line. Kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching. Find your fullest expression here. Abdomen parallel with the earth. Foot peeking over the back of the head. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease. Palm facing the sky. Drop the hand down. Grab the ankle from the inside. Right arm lifts. Reach forward with the right fingertips. Kick back with the left foot. Kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching, kicking and reaching. Abdomen parallel with the earth. Energy shooting out through the fingertips and the toes. Stretching ourselves apart. Heart spiraling towards the sky. Chin finds the shoulder. Gazing just above the right fingertips. Abdomen parallel with the earth. Kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach. Find your fullest expression. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Nice deep belly breath here. Fill up. Second set, standing bow pulling. Right elbow to right hip crease. Drop the hand down. Grab the ankle from the inside. Left arm lifts. Reach forward with the left fingertips, kick back with the right toes. Abdomen is parallel with the earth. Kicking and reaching, heart spiraling towards the sky. See if your abdomen can be parallel with the earth. Gaze is just above the left fingertips. Reach and kick, reach and kick, reach and kick, reach and kick. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease, palm facing the sky. Drop the left hand down, grab the ankle from the inside. Right arm lifts. Reach forward with the right fingertips. Kick back with the left toes. Abdomen is parallel with earth, gazing just above right fingertips. Kick and reach, kick and reach. Just breathe. Heart spiraling towards the sky. Find your fullest expression here. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Take a step to the back of the mat. Take a nice deep breath here. Tula Dandasana is next. Arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release the pointer fingers. Step forward on the left foot. Right toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Right foot lifts up. Reaching forward with fingertips. Reaching back with toes. Back is flat. Gaze is lifted. And release. Step forward with the right foot. Left toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Reach forward with the fingertips. Reach back with the toes. Back is flat. Gazing just in front of the mat. And release. Feet find the back of the mat. Arms by your side. Just breathe. Second set, Tula Dandasana. Arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release the pointer fingers. Step forward on the left foot. Right toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Reach forward with the fingertips. Reach back with the toes. Back is flat. Gaze just in front of the mat. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Step forward on the right foot. Left toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Reach forward with the fingertips. Reach back with the toes. Gazing just in front of the mat. And release. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Quarter turn. So you're facing the short side of the mat. Big step out to the right. Arms to a T. Wide leg forward fold is next. Legs are engaged. Feet are parallel to the mat or slightly pigeon-toed. Legs are strong. Slowly hinge at the waist. Chin leads the way. Heart forward. Go down. Hands will find calves, big toes, outside of feet. Top of head starts to go towards the earth. Engage in the quadriceps. Pull with bicep strength on the outside of the feet. Lengthening the spine towards the earth. Excellent. Just keep breathing. Arms to a T with a big inhale and abdomen strength. Come on up. Right foot meets left. Arms by your side. Back of mat. Arms. Find Tadasana. Big step out to the right. Arms to a T. Feet parallel with the sides of the mat. Slightly pigeon-toed. Gaze is lifted with a nice flat back. Hinge at the waist. Legs are engaged here. Gaze is forward. Chin forward. Heart forward. Hands find the outside of the feet. Big toes or calves. Pull on the outside of the feet with bicep strength. Lengthen through the top of the head towards the earth. Lift the hips. Engage in the quadriceps. Arms out to a T. Chin will lift, heart will lift. Use abdomen strength. Come on up. Right foot meets left, back of mat. Arms by your side. Find your breath. Couple of deep breaths here. All right. Hot triangle, Trikonasana is next. Arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, big step out to the right. Feet rotate towards the front of the mat. Find Warrior Two. Deep bend in the right knee. Palms reaching in opposite direction, all 5 fingers touching on each hand, and then rotate the palms, tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Left fingertips reaching up towards the sky, right fingertips reaching towards the earth. Heart spiraling towards the sky, gaze is up at left fingertips. Right elbow pressing into right knee pressing into right elbow. Drop the hips down just a little more, sink a little deeper. Spiral the heart open just a little more. This first set is for endurance. We're stretching the arms apart the entire time. Spine is twisting. With an inhale, come on up. Arms to a T. Right toes in, left toes out. Bend deeply in the left knee. Palms rotate towards the side. Tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Reaching up to the sky with the right fingertips, reaching towards the earth with the left. Right fingertips can come back just a little more. Left elbow pressing into left knee pressing into left elbow. Heart spirals towards the sky, right foot pressing deeply into the mat, left foot deeply into the mat as well. Just breathe. Sink the hips just a little deeper. Inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Right foot meets back left. Back up mat, arms overhead. Arms by your side. Find that stillness. Let it feed your body. Arms overhead, palms touch. Big step out to the right, arms to a T. Right foot rotates towards the front. Deep bend in the right knee. Palms rotate towards the side. Tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. We're trying to form some triangles here, so there's one in between my thigh, my side body, and my right arm. My feet forming a triangle. There's several triangles here. See if you can find it in your body. Stretching the arms apart. Fingertips reaching towards the earth, fingertips reaching towards the sky. Chin finds shoulder. Inhale, come on up. Right toes in, left toes out. Bend deeply in the left knee. Palms rotate towards the side. Tick-tock the arms, 6 and 12. Reaching up towards the sky with the right fingertips, reaching towards the earth with the left. Pressing deeply into the mat with both feet. Stretching the arms apart. Arms reaching in opposite directions. Heart spirals towards the sky, both feet firmly planted into the mat. Find your fullest expression here. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in, right foot meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find your breath. Standing separate legs, stretching. Face the long way of the mat. Arms overhead, just cross the thumbs. Step forward on the right foot about 2.5 feet. Left toes point out to the left corner of mat. Dive down over the right knee. Forehead and knee press together. Press forehead into knee, knee into forehead. See if you can straighten the right leg. Throat is choked. It's difficult to breathe here. Inhale. Come on up. Right foot meets left back of mat. Left leg steps forward. Right toes point to right corner of mat. Dive down over the left knee. Forehead and knee will meet. Forehead pressing into knee, knee pressing into forehead. Just breathe. Thread is choked. Inhale, come on up. Left foot meets right. Back of mat, arms by your side. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Final posture, tree and toe stand. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts to 90 degrees. Right thigh, femur rotates in the hip. Right foot finds left hip crease. Sole of foot facing the sky. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Chin is off of chest, gaze is forward. Shoulders are back. If you want to move forward into toe stand, gaze forward, hinge at the waist. Hands will come out front. Heel will lift. Knee bends. Hands to either side. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Hover just above the heel. And then reverse out. Meet us in tree. One final breath. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg, left leg lifts 90 degrees. Rotate the femur in the hip socket. Left foot finds right hip crease. Left hand to heart center, right hand to heart center. If you want to move forward into toe stand, hinge at the waist, gaze forward. Hands will come out front, heel will lift, knee bends. Hands walk to either side, right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Pop up off the heel, and then reverse out, meet us in tree for one final breath. And release the left foot. Find the back of your mat. Lie down in Savasana. I meant to say lie down on your back in Savasana. Toes and heels can touch and then slowly splay out. Back of head is on the mat. Palms facing the sky. Soft gaze at the ceiling. Relax the toes, relax the ankles. Relax your calves, let them melt into the mat. Relax the knees. Relax the thighs. Let your hips melt into the mat. Relax your low back, middle back, upper back, and shoulders into the mat. Relax your fingertips, wrists, elbows. Relax your jaw. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And just breathe. In and out through the nose. I will call you out. Wind removing is next. Right leg lifts, bend at the knee, grab just below the knee on the shin. Pull the knee in towards the armpit. Back of head is on the mat. Pull knee in on the exhale. On the inhale, you can press shin against fingertips. A couple more rounds of breath here. And release the right leg. Left leg lifts, bend at the knee, grab just below the knee on the shin. Pull the knee in towards the armpit. Back of head is on the mat. Back of shoulders on the mat. Chin is tucked. Pull the knee in towards the armpit just a little more. And release. Lift both legs. Bend at the knee. Grab opposite elbows across the shins. Knees pull into abdomen. Tailbone drops down. Back of head on the mat. See if you can elongate through the spine just a little more. And then pulling knees in chest. And release. Find Savasana. Find your stillness. Arms overhead, big inhale. Double exhale, yogi sit up. Flip over to the belly. Forearms find the mat. Palms press into mat. Forearm plank. Pressing all 10 toes into the mat. Back is flat. Gazing just in front of the mat. Heels pressing back. Feeling length through the Achilles. Stretching calves. Thighs are engaged. Core is engaged. Pressing forearms into mat. Chin is lifted off of chest. Press the thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, all into the mat. Puffing out through the upper back. Just breathe. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, head can find stacked hands. Walking or rocking out the lower back. Bhujangasana is next. Cobra pose. Big toes touch, heels touch. Hands underneath shoulders, elbows pressing into the sides. Kneecaps are lifted off the mat. Press tops of feet into the mat. Lift chin, lift chest. Press into hands. Elbows pressing back towards hips. Look up, go up, gaze up, and release. Left ear to the mat. Look right. Reverse Savasana. Purna Salambhasana is next. Half locust pose. Hands come underneath the groin. Elbows come underneath the abdomen. Palms touching the mat like they're going to hit a volleyball. Relax the left leg. Right leg lifts. Right toes lift. Pressing into mat with all 10 fingers. Chin is on mat. Lift right leg just a little higher. And relax. Left leg lifts, pressing into mat with all 10 fingers, weight coming into shoulders. Lift the left leg just a little higher and release. Mouth finds the mat. Big toes touch, heels touch. Lift both legs. Press all 10 fingers into mat. Weight comes into shoulders. Lift both legs and release. Arms come to the side. Right ear to the mat, look left. Find reverse Savasana. Full locust is next. Arms out to a T. Big toes touch, heels touch. Lift chest, lift feet. Chin lifts. Heart lifts. Fingertips reaching out and back. Lift up, go up, way up, and release. Left ear to the mat, look right. Floor bow is next. Kick heels up, grab ankles from the outside. Knees should be about hip width apart. Kick feet into hands. Lift chest. Kick feet into hands, lift chest. Kick feet into hands, lift chest. Gaze up at the ceiling. And release. Right ear down. Look left. Nice thing about reverse Savasana is when you take your breaths, you should be able to feel your low back lift because of those belly breaths. Fixed firm, Supta Virasana. Come to the top of the mat. Sit between the heels. Knees touch if they can. Hips come to the inside of the heels. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. If that feels okay on your knees, right elbow down, left elbow down. Then back of head finds the mat. Arms overhead. Tops of shoulder, or backs of shoulders on mat. Gazing up at the ceiling. Just breathe. Right elbow down, left elbow down. Left hand down, right hand down. Using abdomen strength, come on up. Walk the right foot back, left foot back. Start to get circulation back in the knees. Come to the back of the mat. Half tortoise. Hips on heels. Big toes touch. See if you can get your heels to touch. Arms overhead, just cross the thumbs. Biceps with the ears, just like in half moon. And then slowly go down. See if you can get your hips to stay on your heels the whole time. Little pinky fingers touch. Forehead finds the mat. Reaching forward. Arms are engaged, hips are pressing back, forehead pressing into the earth. Hips on heels, arms overhead, arms by your side. Find some stillness. Take a couple breaths here. Ustrasana. Find the middle of the mat. Knees about 2 fist widths apart. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. I curl my toes into the mat for just a little bit easier modification. And then head starts to come back into a back bend, hips pressing forward, chest up towards the sky. Right hand finds right heel, left hand finds left heel. Heart opens, gazing back. This is a real deep heart opener here. Just breathe. Left hand to low back, right hand to low back. Head comes up last. Come to all fours. Find the back of your mat. Take a couple breaths here. Rabbit, Sasangasana, arms out to the side, thumbs facing up. Just grab the heels, fingers on the inside, thumbs on the outside. Chin rounds in. Move round forward, suck the stomach in. Forehead and knees meet. Hips lift off of heels. Pulling on heels with bicep strength. Pressing forehead into knees, knees into forehead. Hips lifting, little weight, top of head. Lift hips, round forward, and come on up. All right. Jani Shirsasana is next. Right leg comes out, left foot firmly plants on the right inner thigh. Arms reach overhead, rotate, dive down over the right knee. Forehead and knee press into one another. Pressing knee into forehead, forehead into knee, drop the left shoulder down. This is a compression posture. See if you can straighten the right leg and then press the left foot deeply into that right thigh. Inhale, come on up, arms overhead, switch out legs with abdomen strength. Pressing right foot into left thigh, rotate over left leg. Dive down over left knee. Forehead and knee will meet. Press forehead into knee, knee into forehead. Drop right shoulder down. Just breathe. Inhale, come on up with abdomen strength. Both legs out front. If you want to, you can do a realigning sit-up. If not, grab big toes with peace fingers. Walk right and left hip back, right and left hip back, right, left hip back. Shoulders can roll back. We're trying to lengthen the spine here. Heels pressing forward. Biceps strength, pulling on toes, toes pressing on fingers. Chin is forward. And then slowly, abdomen and thighs meet by hinging forward. Roll the shoulders back. Just a couple more breaths here. And release. Come on up. Half Lord of the Fishes is next. Left foot comes underneath. Left foot meets right hip. Right foot comes over top. Right foot facing forward. Lift the right arm. Right arm comes behind in kickstand. Left arm lifts high and we twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Looking over the right shoulder, looking out of the corner of the right eye. Inhale, lengthen. exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And counter twist if you like. Switch out the legs. Left leg comes over top, left toes pointing straight forward. Left hand comes behind. Right arm lifts, crosses over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, looking out of the corner of the left eye. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And counter if you like. We're at the end of our time here. Breath of fire. This is another great breathing exercise to understand the belly here. If you want to, you can place both hands on your thighs, or you can place one hand on the belly. We're not going to worry about the inhale here. We're just exhaling, getting rid of any tension. One final time. And here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Second set is just a little bit faster. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Thank you so much for joining me today. From my heart to yours, namaste. We have a few minutes left. If you want to, I can give you a savasana for 4 minutes. We can all lie on our backs, maybe hand on belly, so you can have one more awareness of that breath. Back of head on mat. Really just melt into that mat. I'll call you out at the end of that 4 minutes. Roll over onto your side. Head can rest on your bicep. Knees can come in towards chest. Push up. Find a comfortable seated position. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for honoring your yoga practice. Bring this breath, bring this yoga out into the world. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you.